Hello everybody, this is John from Nevermore Antiques, and I am making a video really quick. I wanted to discuss something that I had seen on the Reseller Society. I put the link to the Reseller Society right below, so if you want you can click on it and you can hopefully go find the topic there. I tried to do a live video, but my internet sucks and I'm so sorry about that, so I'm just going to do a pre-recorded video and I'm going to throw it up. Really slowly onto the internet. Anyways, we were discussing the idea of the eBay store, and on the eBay store, that eBay is now utilizing the top part of our eBay stores for um, ad space for other businesses like Goodwill and stuff. And you know what? I really don't have a big problem with that. I'm going to do a screen share, switch over to my store, and I don't utilize my store in the way that most people utilize their stores. I just use mine as a category separation. What I do is I have a store category for each month, and what I do is when I list something, I list it in that month. So this month I'm listing in stuff in June. Um, and what I'll do, I haven't done it yet because there's not been a lot of product left over. But the stuff that's still in the folder, I'll probably go back. Um, I'll probably go back this time next year, and I'm going to start moving the stuff over after I've did it for a year. I'm going to start moving the stuff over into the store category I have here. It's called old listings for huge sales. So say January 2019, before I go to January, I'm going to take all the listings that are left that have been here all the way through back to January, and I'm going to move them up here. And then I can use the markdown manager and I can throw like 20, 30% sales on this folder alone, and I can start marking that stuff down and blowing it out, because if somebody hasn't had an interest in it, um, then they're probably never going to have an interest in it. I do have a couple of clothing, electronics, stuff that tends to sell eventually, and I don't have listed like that, but the rest is just for general goods. So honestly, if you go to my store, you're not getting much out of it, and I'm glad I kind of did it this way now that I'm not putting a lot of work into it, so that eBay is able to profit from my hard work. I just want to list, put the stuff on there, and just sell it, move it. The only reason why I have a store subscription is because I want those 1,000 free listings a month. If they would give me 1,000 free listings, I wouldn't even have a store. I would just list my merchandise and be done with it. Um, so let's flip over here to the Reseller Society, and I'm going to find this post. um, Here it is. It says, have you seen this? eBay is placing sponsored ads to appear in our stores before anyone even sees the seller's first listing in their own store. It is keyword driven and the ads are large, in which they are large. You can see here by the photo. That's a pretty large listing compared to the very first item that's located in your store. They go into some other negative stuff. I'm not really, because like it's eBay's platform, they can kind of do what they want. I'm not going to say they can't do that. I'm just going to say that it's pretty shady business practice. And what I think eBay is doing is that in their attempt to compete with Amazon, they are essentially strangling their own marketplace. I'm in the trenches every day and I see dozens of sellers switching over to places like Mercari and Poshmark, Etsy, Amazon. They're forcing people to flee their site and go to other places, and that makes me sad. That makes me sad. eBay, if you're watching this, you need to hire me. I will come. I will come and I will work for you, and I will give you lots of good advice. And I think that first of all, what you need to do is you need to quit. You need to quit pushing away your sellers, because if you do, you're going to find yourself with a huge marketplace, and there's not going to be a lot of people left um, to sell. Anyways, that's my negative rant. But Justin says that I heard from a high-level Goodwill employee last week that eBay and Goodwill are going to be attempting to partner up on huge discounts or products placement in exchange for them having all inventory that did not sell in stores getting searched through for placement on eBay before making it to the bin. So essentially what they're going to do is all the merchandise that is culled from the stores. All the, if it's this week in my Goodwill, it's yellow. So at the end of the week, everything yellow will be pulled from the store. It will go into containers. It will be shipped to the Goodwill bins so that it can be processed to come out to the floor and be sold. And essentially what Goodwill is going to do is they're going to partner up with eBay. They're going to climb in bed with them, and they're going to have Goodwill employees culling out all the good stuff at the bins. So not only is that going to negatively affect the bins, it's going to negatively affect eBay, because now eBay is in direct competition with its sellers at one of the places where its sellers source merchandise. So that's going to create a sore point. I don't know if they understand the term of never, excuse the language, don't shit in your nest, but eBay, you're shitting in your nest. You're pushing your sellers away. Please stop. Please, I beg you, please stop working against us and work with us. There are 7 billion people on this planet. There are plenty of buyers. What you need are quality sellers, and you're pushing them to places like Posh, Etsy, Amazon. Don't do that. Bad news. And I said crazy. I said, so now eBay is essentially wanting to cut the throat of the sellers by stepping in and taking out one of the locations that we source. I've been to bins 3 times. It's a good place to buy stuff, but it's far from perfect. But I have found a couple of really good things there. And Justin says, I would have never believed this hearing it from anyone else, but the manager that told me it is at my bin's location. And he said his store is severely hurting already by the prepared changes, but the higher up see it as a good thing because they want that money coming from the actual Goodwill stores as opposed to the outlets. He literally told me that eBay is trying to come up with new ideas to compete with Amazon, and they have even talked about having eBay paid employees come to the sorting locations to prep the bin employees on what to pull before the bins go out. So we have it here. It says, Creedon says, well, they have all the data for sales, and guess what? They will create the product pages with our pictures for all used items with our pictures and descriptions. People who sell vintage and used need to resist the catalog as long as they can. This will kill a lot of sellers' businesses. It seems that Goodwill is getting even more greedy, the total BS, as it's supposedly a nonprofit. I don't know if they're technically a nonprofit, but that's a whole lot of negativity, and I'm not trying to go there. But what I am saying is that it looks like that the eBay marketplace can be consistently moving forward and trying to compete with sellers like Amazon, that they're really going to start doing whatever it takes. They're going to do whatever it takes to stay relevant. And I'm not privileged to know the numbers, what eBay's doing, but it seems like they're taking some really drastic steps. And this is really making me reconsider. I have been holding off going to places like Poshmark and stuff and places like that, but this is really making me to start reconsider that maybe I need to start listing, cross-promoting some of my items on some of these other sites. It really makes me want to push forward with my idea of opening up my own brick and mortar because I see eBay in another 10 years. I am not sure what's going to morph into, and I need to be ready. I need to look down the road. I cannot be concerned with the future of eBay, but I need to be concerned with the future of my own company. So it is what it is. That is what I had to show you. I hope you can click on the link to the Reseller Society below, and you're more than welcome to go there and comment on this yourself. It's pretty interesting. It's one of my favorite large reseller groups. I hang out in the Reseller Six Pack, and Garage Flips and John the Cincinnati Picker have a forum, and I hang out in that one. Those are the two that I hang out in the most. But I do comment on a lot of stuff in the Reseller Society. I don't like the drama in a lot of the other groups. It's just where I love to be. It's my people. So if you want, that'd be a great group for you to join. I appreciate you guys watching. If you would like and subscribe to the video, or to my channel and to the video, I hope you got something out of this. I work hard to bring relevant content from me to you. So you guys have a good day, and as always, keep on digging and keep on picking. God bless. bye.